Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla and I am the owner of I Could Make That Butt, which is a small business that sells crochet plushies and a bunch of other things that are crocheted. And hello, I'm so happy you're here. Full transparency, completely forgot to film an intro for this video. So I'm filming it now, which is why my outro is also going to be in the same outfit. So that's fine. But in today's vlog, we are doing a market prep vlog for the week leading up to my first fall market. That market recap will come next week with all of those details. So today's video is going to really focus on the week leading up to the market and all the prep that needed to happen. There are clips of me crocheting, there's clips of me shopping, there's a yarn haul in there, and so much more. So definitely grab your own crochet project or something else to work on while we prep for this market together. Oh, and as always, if you want to see more, if you find this kind of thing interesting, definitely like and subscribe the video. It helps out a ton, but let's get started. Hello. So it is Friday. We have about a week to prep for our first market, which is next Saturday. So you might think, wow, Kayla, I bet that when you got out of work today, you went right home to start crocheting. And that would have been smart to start my weekend off right and productive. But I took a small detour. So we're gonna do a yarn haul. To be fair, I've been using a lot of yarn this week, obviously, because I've been prepping and doing all the things. And I left work today and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go and just do the Joann's trip, because the one that I like to go to does take like a little bit to get there, but I was like, we're driving, we got this, let's go. So the first things that we have are, I needed more yarn for pumpkins. So I got this really pretty, and I'm so backlit, I'm so sorry. But I got this very pretty, like variegated yarn. Both of these are the Lion brand, the Wool Ease. I do like making pumpkins out of this. It's really easy to use and they make a decent size. I personally, for most of my pumpkins, use a 6mm hook, which I know is a little bit big, but I feel like it makes the pumpkins like a decent size. If I'm using regular acrylic, like the Big Twist or Red Heart, then sometimes I'll do like a 5, but for this kind of stuff I use a 6. The color of this one is Fall Leaves. I love that. And then I got this one. I've had this one before and I just ran out of it. This one is Spice. So it's like a burnt orange color. I have a couple of just regular orange also, but I tend to find that people gravitate towards the not as orange and like the more like this realm when buying pumpkins. Who am I to judge? Okay, I then needed, because I want to make a yellow crayon, and both yellows I have are more golden, which is fine, but I had nothing to contrast that. So I got this pretty yellow. It's a Bernat, the baby blanket kind, and it's in Buttercup. So all of this except the Woolies was not on sale, but I had a coupon. But everything else was on sale, so that was good. Then I needed some cat colors. So I got this like pretty light gray, and this was just regular Bernat blanket, and this is in pale gray. And then this is Bernat blanket, the speckle kind, and it's in the color cream, but for the speckle. And then I went to Joann's. Well, I went to Joann's for all of this, but the main reason I had to go to Joann's in particular and not Michael's, my Michael's does not sell as much Bernat as Joann's does. And also Joann sells Big Twist, which is what I needed for my chicken nugget yarn. So I had said in my inventory video I only had one chicken nugget made, so this will make a few more. I only got one for now. I didn't want to go too crazy. I also was buying other yarn. I told the cashier I was playing a very dangerous game. I didn't get a cart or a basket. I was basically like, what I can hold is what I'm going to get. And I put everything, all the skeins on the counter, and I said, but I can hold a lot, so dangerous. And the last one I got was this baby blanket in Bernat green, and it is the color just green, but I don't have like a true green, and this is honestly the truest green I've seen. So I definitely have ideas for this one. And that was it. And so with my coupons and everything, I saved like almost $30. So a lot of these skeins were like completely free, because that's girl math. Because even though the trend on TikTok may be over, I still live my life by it. So yeah, so that's how I started my weekend of crochet, is just giving myself more work with more yarn. So that's exciting. But we are going to continue this video because I am saying it now so it keeps happening, because I want to make a vlog of all my market prepping up to the market next week. So here we go. I'll check in later. So welcome to the couch in which I do most of my crocheting. You've seen it before. But next to me is currently a bunch of yarn that I've been rotating through as I've been making different things. And the first thing we're going to do on this Friday is I have a pile of multicolored bees that need wings. So I figure, as a way to really boost morale and productivity, if I just make the wings for these 6 bees, sew them all on, then I'll have 6 products done. Now, did I do most of the crocheting during the week? Sure. But will I be able to say that I already completed 6 plushies in like an hour? Yes. So we will start with there. Hello and good morning. It is now Saturday morning. Last night I was able to finish the 6 bees like you saw in that clip, and then I was able to finish this little guy. So all in all, a decent start to the weekend prep. I've already started, it's like 9 something right now, on a second loaf cat. So we are about, I would say, a third of the way done with that. I have plans to make a couple more crayons, and then I have the chicken nugget yarn, so I need to make some chicken nuggets. I have a list that just keeps going. I have to remind me today, some point, start turtles, because I need so many more turtles than what I have. I have 3 still because I prepped none this week because I was prepping other things. So we will be doing that after we do some of these bigger plushies and get them out of the way. So hopefully this is a productive Saturday. I feel good. I have coffee. I have things to watch. So here we go. Okay, so we are doing a 12 o'clock check-in. So for the 3-ish hours, we've gotten 2 fairly bigger plushies done. So we got the loaf cat is now completely done, and I did a yellow crayon to help complete my rainbow. This is one of the skeins I got yesterday, was this light yellow, and I definitely think it pairs really well with the dark, so that's great. Looking into more this afternoon, I do want to start on chicken nuggets. There's a magenta crayon I want to do as well, and then I still have this box. So this is the box that the stress balls come in from Amazon, and I still have this many to make. So I definitely think we'll do some of those, but what do I have to do? Turtles. So I do have to also switch my brain to that at some point. So we'll check in a little bit for more, but it's going. We're grooving. We have 2 more things than we had when we started this morning, so that's good. So I will check in a little bit. Hello, we're back with another check-in. It's 4:14. So I've made 2 chicken nuggets since last. I also ate lunch. I took a break. But right now, what we are going to work on is getting all of this yarn back upstairs and organized, because I also have more right here too. That bucket. I need that bucket for inventory, so it can't hold yarn anymore. And I've really taken over my living room, which is a shared space, so that's not great. So we are going to bring everything upstairs and kind of reorganize, regroup, and figure out what we need to continue on, because my mom has people coming over, so they need seats on the couch, which is a weird ask, I think, because obviously this couch is wonderful for holding yarn, but no, I'm kidding. So I'm going to reorganize that. I also left a project for my father. He said that he would untangle that ball of yarn for me because I have the 2 ends going and there's a big knot in the middle. So that's going to be exciting for when he gets back, because also during this last stint I balled up some of the yarn that I've been using just so that it's a little bit easier to keep using. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to move stuff upstairs and I will see you there. Okay, so we made our way upstairs. We brought all of our stuff with us. There we go. Which will go into all of that. And you might be thinking, Kayla, I went on your TikTok, and in exactly one TikTok, you had these beautiful yarn shelves that were all organized. Why don't you just store your yarn there? Great question. Currently, this is what those yarn shelves look like, because I ended up needing to make so many different things. I ended up pulling off all the yarn off the shelves, which not my greatest move, but it is what it is. So hopefully, once this week of prep is done, those shelves can be reorganized, because that would be really nice to then just be able to grab just like one thing instead of 1,000. That might be over exaggerating. That's okay. But yes, hang on, I'm gonna put you down. Okay, I'll time lapse the actual organizing part, but I figured I wanted to actually show you the 2 chicken nuggets I did to prove that they are real. They happened. So these are also added to our plushie count of the day, which is up to 4 officially. So I also have, this is why I need more storage for plushies, is because those are currently in a Premier Yarn box. This shoe box is full of tiny octos, the stress balls, and whales. There's whales in here too, which I still do need more, even though this feels like a lot. I still need to finish a lot more. So right now, that's been a good way to just kind of keep them. I should move them, because I have a feeling that my whole bed, or most of it's, going to be used for this yarn. So I'm going to time lapse kind of the organization of that, and then depending on how much space that takes up, I'm going to move these stress balls too. I might time lapse also organizing my inventory, which I know I just did last week, but there's now more, which is fantastic. But I always, when I'm 2 weeks out from a market, I'm ambitious. I have a lot of hopes, a lot of dreams, and I think that I crochet a lot faster than I actually do. At a week out, which is where we are, I tend to be more realistic. So I'm going to analyze what I have. I'll compare it to my very lofty goal list and kind of figure out where we go from there. So that's what we're gonna do up here now. Okay, so this is where we are. It's about half the bed. So this half's gonna be for inventory. And we're gonna get started with that. So that's where we are here. And so then we're gonna take this side and just inventory. Hopefully. Maybe it will time lapse from this angle, because I had to switch angles because it wasn't a good one, and then the time lapse wasn't even happening, so that's fun. So take 2 with the time lapse. Okay, so here we are. Everything's laid out. Let me bring you closer. So we have the birds, the mini octo, stress balls, whales. Chicken nuggets are back there. A tower of love cats. A mess of bees, 10 crayons, which shocked me, the axolotls we had from last week, some turtles, some regular octos, some popping mushrooms. I kept anything big that I probably won't do more of just in bins right now, and then I still have the pumpkins to finish. So next we're going to assess my crazy list to see what we actually still need to prep this week to make it a priority. So first on my list was mini octos. My goal was 30. I think I have 22. Yes, confirmed. I have 22. So I can easily get to that goal. I might need a couple more of the warm colors. I'm very cool colored coded for mini octos, which are usually my better sellers, but it's a real uneven rainbow. For whales, I have 10 right now, a decent array of colors, so that's good. For my stress balls, my goal was to finish the whole box, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. I think I'm at about 20. So I'm over halfway there. I do kind of want to make these guys a priority because I'm going to have a deal on them for, it'll be $7 for one and then 2 for 12. So I want to make sure I have a decent amount in case people are buying them by the double. All right, what else? Tank turtles, yeah, these guys, this is going to be my top priority tonight to get as many of these done as I can. Popping mushrooms, I currently have 8. My goal was 20. If I can do more, that will probably be like a tomorrow project. They don't take that long, but they do take a little bit of time. So we'll say, let's see. So stress balls, I should be writing. So tank turtles, we're gonna do as many as we can. Stress balls, we still want to finish as many as we can. Popping mushrooms, I'm gonna say if we can do +4 and bring a dozen, that would be good. Regular bees, between all the colors I have, like the solid colors and the yellow, I have 9 out of my goal of 10, so I'm gonna consider that good. Rainbow bees, I have 4 out of the 10, but honestly I think that's fine because right now I'm looking at a total of 13 of the regular size bees, which feels good. I do want to still put on my list the smaller bees that I use with acrylic. I do both rainbow and regular yellow with those, so those are going to stay on my list but not for tonight. Regular octos, I still have the 9. If I can do 3 more and make it a dozen, I will. Those don't take me super long, but that's gonna be probably like during the week at some point. Chicken nuggets, now I have 3. My original goal was 10. I think if I can do 5, that would be fine. So I'm gonna say +2. Loaf cats, my goal was 15. I'm currently looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So halfway there. So I'm gonna try and do 2 more to get to 10. Axolotls, I still have the 7. I'd love to get to a dozen. I know I put 20 on this list. I don't know who the heck I thought I was. So that would be +5 more axolotls. That could be tomorrow with the popping mushrooms. They use the same kind of yarn. Crayons, like I said, I have 10 right now. I don't think my paper reflects that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's confirmed. 10. My goal was 15. Honestly, I was considering making another kind of the purple one because there was a comment that Harold and the Purple Crayon is now out as a movie. But honestly, if I get to it, I will, but that's not as high of a priority as it once was. Birds, I still have 5. I might keep that and then see towards the end of the week. If I have time, I'll make more of these guys, but I think 5 might be okay. My goal was higher, but I think based on what normally sells, I also do remember that I need to finish pumpkins during this week, so that's going to take at least 1 whole day after work to get those organized. So I don't have like all of the days, and then generally the night before a market I like to fully organize and be crocheting less. It doesn't mean I won't be crocheting, but just less is always that goal. The Monsters Blue, those are all fine. I have still not done any pickles. Pickles are gonna stay at the bottom of the list because if I do any, great. If I don't bring them to this market, what people don't know won't hurt them. It's kind of my way of looking at it. So I feel better taking everything out. I feel better than the place we were in last week. So that's good because I did get a decent amount more done this week. And I still have another week to go. So that's all good. But yeah, no, tonight we're definitely, I think I'm just going to focus on turtles and go from there. Yeah. I'll check in soon. Good morning and happy Sunday. We are back. So last night I was able to make 4 of these turtles in between other stuff I was doing. So that's good. Those got added to my inventory. So this morning, I think what I want to start with is finishing up the stress balls, because I have the time, because I have something later this afternoon, so I don't want to start anything like too big, and it's already like 10, so I'm getting a later start than I wanted, but it's okay. Telling myself it's okay. So I have this many stress balls to finish. It's 5, 10, 15, 17. So there are 17 more in here. They take me 10 to 15 minutes. So my hope is that by the time I have to leave, so like around 2, they'll be all done. And then where I'm going today, I'm going to a friend's house to hang out with a couple of our friends. They know I crochet, so I will probably bring stuff for pumpkins because it's easy to bring in a bag, and I certainly need to make more of those. So I think that's going to be the plan, and then depending on what time I get back from that, I'll figure out what I'm going to do for prepping tonight. But I feel like I'm in an okay state in terms of inventory. There could always be more. One of the other things I want to do either tonight or some point this week is I need to actually run the numbers for approximately how much in inventory I'm bringing, because I do have a goal in my mind also, and I want to see how close I am to that goal, because that will also determine what else needs to be prepped. But I'm going to grab the yarn that matches these, and we will get started crocheting. Hello. All right, 2-ish hour check-in. We have 6 done. So I'm averaging around 3-ish an hour. So that's good. That's about 20 minutes for each one. So solid. So I don't know if I'll get through all 17 before I have to leave, but they are certainly still just the cutest things I make. So I'll maybe check in. I probably won't do another check-in until later tonight. So I will see you then, because I have to go keep working, and also I need to make lunch. So see you then. It's been a minute since I checked in, my bad. But it is currently Wednesday after work. And I don't know if you can tell that font through those trees right there, but we are at Michael's. So we're gonna hopefully pick up a couple things that we need to for the market on Saturday, specifically like things for display. So let's go. So that's our video this week. As I said, I'm going to be dressed the same way as when I started because I did forget to record an intro. But before we do the whole outro thing, I did realize while looking over footage that I never actually showed you my Michael's haul. There's 2 skeins of yarn that are currently not going to be featured in this overview, but I can bring some of the display things that I got for the market. So let me grab them. Okay, we started with a tray. All the stuff I got from Michael's was on sale because it was all under the fall settings. So this tray was one of them, so it was 50% off. So this worked. Spoiler, I ended up, because I'm doing all of these based on the market that already happened. So this one I did to hold bees, and that worked. This guy was a basket that held the stress balls, so that ended up working out pretty well. Then I used this bucket, which I really did like, that housed the pumpkins. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to show how the pumpkins worked, but I did really like this. It's a really nice look, and yes, it's fall, but I think it will also work for like spring because I think the vibe will work. And then I got a new tablecloth that's like an iridescent one that went in the middle. Then I have my pinks on the other end. So that was my haul for Michael's that I never got to actually put in what I did. So I did want to make sure that I had those basics before I put them all. So anyway, we are going to end here. In the next video, there will be the information that happened the night before the market. Spoiler, there's a little bit that I had left to the market that day of. I didn't really get to have a lot to do, but it is there. And then I will also do a general recap of everything in my next video. Definitely like and subscribe if you like this video, and if you want to see more, definitely hit the bell so that you don't miss one of my videos. We are truly in market season now, so there's going to be a lot of prep videos and market vlogs, so definitely come and join. If you want to see more behind the scenes type thing, I also have my Instagram and TikTok. I will put those handles right here. And if you are interested in possibly buying something because you can't make it to a market, then you can go to my website, which is right here. And there are some products that you can buy on my website. So definitely comment if you want to see anything more specific, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.